Good morning. Welcome back to KXAN Live. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Esmeralda Zamora, and today we have our Weekend Watch segment where we learn all about weekend events happening in Austin and around Austin and what kind of weather you can expect with our meteorologist, Freddy Vela. Freddy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's almost Friday.
Every time we jump on here, I think your weekend event is probably the most favorite among all of ours because we know that it's almost Friday, it's almost the weekend, and just excited for all the things that are going to be happening over the weekend.
Yes, and I know you have two very different events, but still both very interesting, and you're going to share a little bit about those details with us. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so obviously, I love anything geek culture, anything related to Hispanic culture, but also I'm also a theater nerd for people who don't know. So I want to go into a couple of things that maybe you're going to be able to check out over the weekend. First, of course, let's talk about the weather because that's what everyone's tuning in for. They want to know what it's going to be like as we get out towards the next few days. So let's go ahead and... Oh, my computer doesn't want to work on me. Hold on, let me try this again real quick. Let me get out of there, and what I'll do is I will go here, and I will... Okay, let's try this again. There we go. We got our weekend watch thing up. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we can expect for weekend weather. We're looking at 97 degrees on Saturday, 96 on Sunday. We're finally going to get a bit of a break from the 99s. And I mean, it's not a huge break, right? We're still going to be at around 96, 97 degrees. But that high pressure that's been settled over Texas, that's going to start skedaddling its way out of here. And because of that, we're going to start to see temperatures drop just a tad, right? There's a couple of fronts that are going to try to push through. They're not going to make it, I promise. But they're going to become stationary farther up as you get out towards Dallas, out towards the Panhandle. But that's going to change things up just a tad, right? We'll get a bit more cloud coverage in there, maybe a passing shower or two, but really our best chance is seeing temperatures drop just a tad. So from that 99 close to 100 degrees down to about 96, 97 degrees. So still great. One of the other events that I obviously didn't put on here, but I should have, was the UT football game that's happening this Saturday. So that is going to be later in the evening. So we'll be down to about 96, 95 by the time the game starts, and then start to drop after that. But all right, let's talk about the two things that I wanted to talk about, right? There's two events, one for theater lovers and one for soccer lovers. And really, it's more geared towards little kids for soccer stuff. So anyway, all right, let's start off with what I'm really excited about, which is Beautiful, the Carole King musical. This is happening all weekend long. In fact, today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is from now until the end of Sunday itself. The musical, has actually been up and running since July. Then, at this point, at some point in August, it was extended because the show was doing so well. So now it runs through September 22nd. It is a musical about Carole King, and if you don't know who she is, she's the one who wrote Natural Woman. She also wrote I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet. And anyway, she's the one that wrote that song too. So this whole musical is about her journey from a songwriter, building herself up into a singer herself, and everything that she's done. And it's a wonderful, wonderful musical. It actually won some Tony Awards while it was in New York, and now is touring, and right now is currently being performed at Zach Theater. So this show is recommended for ages 12 and up. It's about a 2.5 hour show with an intermission in there as well. Tickets actually going to start at about $25. And of course, you can visit zachtheater.org in order to find out more information about this. But really, it's probably one of the best musicals I think I've ever seen in my life, and you have to check it out. And it's about Carole King. Carole King, funny enough, won, I don't want to say it's the Presidential Medal Award, but it was an award, and I can't remember the name of it, and it might be the Presidential Medal Award, Medal of Freedom Award. Anyway, so she was at a theater, and I remember her being there with President Obama and Michelle Obama. They had all of the recipients there, and she was sitting in the audience. There were people that were coming up and singing her some of her music, and uh, it was an amazing sight to behold. So anyway, beautiful, the Carole King musical. You guys have to check it out. Runs through this Sunday, and this is the closing weekend. After it closes on Sunday, that's it. It's done. So make sure you guys check it out at the Zach Theater. That's happening all weekend long. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is for any parents out there who have some soccer-loving kids. And I know my nephews are all about this stuff because I've taken them to the UT soccer camp, so I know that they're going to be really excited this one. This is the Chevron Soccer Academy. This is taking place this Saturday at Palmer Field. This is a collaboration between Chevron, which is the gas company, Austin FC, and Alianza de Futbol. They're all getting together. They're teaming up for this event, right? This is for ages 9 through 15, and it's a soccer camp where first off, it's absolutely free, which is really great. And what they do is they pick 200 kids to come in and to learn from different soccer professionals that are in the business now and who have already retired, but that know a lot about soccer itself. So this is a really cool event that kind of brings them all together, brings them with kids 9 to 15, and teaches them all about soccer, some of the drills that maybe they didn't know. And the really cool thing is that they incorporate STEM learning with the drills that they're doing, right? That's science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And so they mix all that in with the actual training. So it's a really innovative way for them to kind of learn and grow and develop compared to the normal way that maybe they would have done so before. So that's taking place this Saturday. It runs from about 8 in the morning to about 12 in the afternoon. And like I said, it's absolutely free. But they only pick 200 kids. So your best option, visit chevronsocceracademy.com. There's all the information there that you need to know, including the schedule and different things. So that way you can find out a bit more to check this out. Remember, it's going to be taking place at Palmer Field. And it's that collaboration between Austin FC and Alianza de Futbol. So that way you can check it out. Now, I'm not a soccer person. I don't play soccer. I'm really bad at it. But fun fact, Esmeralda, I'm actually going to be playing some dodgeball coming up soon.
Dodgeball?
Yeah, dodgeball. Now, are you an athletic person? Would you say that you were maybe in soccer or volleyball or anything like that?
Yeah, I dabbled in a few different sports, and I recently started picking up soccer with my brothers just for fun, so I try.
I knew it. I could see it. When I saw you, because for people at home who don't know, Esmeralda and I started on the same day here. But I could tell, I saw you and I was like, this girl plays some sports. I know she does. But anyway, so this is really cool for like families to kind of go and enjoy and be part of it. And then to see soccer players, professional soccer players be part of this and get to interact with a lot of these kids. Because it's really cool to learn some of these drills from a different teacher that you have now, but two, to interact with maybe some people that these kids look up to, giving that positive motivation in actually growing. So it's something that people have to really go check out because it's going to be a lot of fun.
And we can expect some temperatures in the high 90s throughout both of these events?
Yeah, I wish I could give you better news. A lot of people have been asking, that people have been hoping for some cooler weather, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. At least not at this point. Now, I will say, though, triple digits at least look like they could be in our past. And I'm saying could because normally, on average, our last day of triple digits is August 30th, right? Last year, we did see triple digits all the way to about the 23rd or 24th of September. I can't remember the exact date, and I apologize. But we have a really cool article that you can visit on kxan.com that talks about when the last triple digit day, or could we have seen our last triple digit day? Obviously, we didn't. We saw one a couple of days ago, but the article went up a couple of weeks ago. And one of the cool things is that it actually gives you detail by detail and goes in depth on different stats on triple digit days, right? So even though normally August 31st or August 30th is the last triple digit day, we've seen triple digit days all the way to the beginning of October. And I just want to remind people, all we're talking about is 100 degrees, right? That's excluding 96, 97 degree that we could see all the way through the end of October. So, it's still a possibility, but hopefully triple digit days are behind us.
And we can expect for autumn to start next week, right?
Ooh, I love that you brought that up. Esmeralda, you've been paying attention. That's right. This Sunday actually marks the very first day of fall. I should have put a little leaf on the Sunday itself. But Sunday at 7:43 in the morning, that is actually the official first day of fall. For those who don't know, summer is actually still in effect now. But yeah, Sunday, first day of fall. We're going to start seeing some leaves change. I'm going to actually head out to the hill country to kind of get a new story about the foliage, the fall foliage that's coming up. So I'm really excited about that and can't wait to bring that to everyone.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of the change in seasons is seeing the leaves change color, seeing the sky get a little gloomier. That's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, so, I mean, you've lived in this area. I haven't, right? I would come up and visit. But this is my first time living in Austin as the fall foliage starts, as the cooler air starts. Being from the Rio Grande Valley, there is no fall. It goes from summer to winter and then back to summer immediately. So this is going to be really, really exciting, especially for my dog because she's a husky and she's
got
ready.
A lot of hair.
She's got a lot of hair. She's ready for the cooler weather for us to sit outside of a restaurant and just enjoy.
Yeah, go for some walks during the day. We haven't been able to do that in a long time here in Central Texas.
You know it. You know what that's going to be like. Yeah. So really excited. Anyway, check these two events out, everyone. It's going to be a lot of fun. Beautiful, the Carole King story and the Chevron Soccer Academy, both taking place this weekend. And of course, you can find more information. I have an article that people can check out on kxan.com. Go ahead there. I'll put some more graphics in there so you guys can check it out. I'll have the temperatures on there, and I'll also have the details of everything we just talked about. That'll all be in the article too, so that way you guys can check it all out.
Yes, we have some links in there if you want to sign up for the events or find out where they are located, where you can park, all that good stuff. Visit his article. It's up live, and he will update it later today.
Yep, sounds great.
Thank you so much for joining us, Freddie. It was a pleasure to be here again on our Weekend Watch segment. Can't wait to see what other events we have next weekend. And also, we have our UT football game this Saturday.
Yeah.
So don't forget about that one.
UT football game. I know they're going to do well. You know what? I'm not going to talk bad about the Dallas Cowboys because I might get some hate on here. But I think we have a shining spot in UT. So let's keep rooting for them.
Yes. Thank you, Freddie.
Thanks.
And that's all we have for you here on our Weekend Watch segment. Remember, we have more lives going on until Friday, so don't forget to join us, and then we'll see you back here next week. I'm Esmeralda Zamora, and this is KXAN Live.